No, this is not blush. My cheeks are just beaming red today. Oh my gosh, that is bad. Anyways, hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. So I got a really exciting package in today's mail, which I'll be honest isn't really anything new in this household because online shopping problems. But yes, I got something that I was really excited to get from Amazon, and I will show you. No, I won't. Just kidding. That's where the video ends right now. Bye. I got this, which is the Tropical Vibes Limited Edition Collection by Revlon, collabing with Ashley Graham. So, Tropical Pop, curated by Ashley Graham. So, dive into this island-inspired post-beach glow face and eye kit. Take your look from beach to pool party with versatile, luminous shades in both shimmery and matte finishes. For added shine, apply lip highlights to complete your post-beach glow. I also got this. Whoa. I also got this, which isn't part of the collection, but your girl had to make free shipping. So, don't judge. I mean, it is cute though, so. Now there are two separate kits. There's the Tropical Heat Kit, which retails for $23, which comes with a bronzy lip gloss and a body bronzer. And the Tropical Pop Kit, which retails for $24.49, odd prices, and comes with this like champagne-y lip gloss and, well, this palette. So let's dive into this puppy. The first thing you get is this Tropical Vibes lip highlight, which I think is meant to be a lip gloss, and it's in the shade Island Poppin'. The package just has this really cute palm imprint on it, and then it says, you know, Revlon x Ashley Graham. So that's cute. It's a pretty thick lip gloss container. I don't know why I keep saying lip gloss. You're probably meant to put it on as a topper. So you get this as the applicator, one of those bristly brushes, which I hate. I like the doe foot applicator better. I just feel like they apply better. And so I don't know if you can see the swatch. It's got a white and pink shift to it, and it's just very glittery. Smells like candy, like cotton candy. I cannot wait until winter is over and my lips stop being like crazy dry all the time. It is very sheer, but it's pretty. Like, you can definitely see the pink sparkles shining through in the light. So I really like that. It's definitely, like they said, would probably be good for a pool party, like something really subtle, like where you don't want a ton of makeup on if you're going to a pool party. So this is a subtle way to give your lips a little bit of that pop to it. Oh, is that why they call it Tropical Pop? It is sticky feeling, so like it does feel very thick. So I don't really like the texture of it, but look wise it's pretty. No, it's really pretty. I love sparkles, so this is like right up my alley. But you know what? This isn't something like crazy unique. So here's what the palette looks like. It's just called Tropical Vibes Post Beach Glow Face and Eye Kit, and the packaging is really cute. I love these purple and teal palms on it. Unfortunately, the shade names are on the back, which I can't stand when they do that. Like, I don't want to try to figure out the chart and like which shade is what. So it's just this plastic packaging, you know, kind of cheap. You know, it's the drugstore. What do you expect? No mirror. So, which is kind of a pain. I mean, they literally had this big space where they could have put a mirror here. But again, it's the drugstore, so what do you expect? You can't have really high expectations. So it looks like you have two quads. And you have a quad over here and a quad over here for eyeshadow, and what looks like two highlighters. So this is probably going to be for your lighter skin tones, although it looks like it would be a little bit dark for really fair skin tones. And then you have this really deep shade, which you couldn't even use as a bronzer because both of them have glitter in it. It looks like there's two for sure matte shade, one shade which I think is matte but questionable, and then you have 5 shimmers. So I think you have a good variety in here to get a couple of different looks from this palette. You know, you got some deeper transition shades, you got that base shade. I mean, if you really wanted to, honestly, you could even use this as a transition shade. So I think that even though it would definitely be too dark of a highlighter on some skin tones, you could still get use out of this shade if you really wanted to. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this really light shade first with my handy dandy Faithful sponge tip applicator, which y'all should know by now I adore. Okay, so that feels nice actually. I always like to use a light shade to put a base down. So this shade is very light indeed. Let's see, can you tell I'm wearing it? Can you see the difference between the eyes? A little bit, honestly. This looks a little bit smoother, like colors are canceled out, which honestly is all I want in a base shade. So you know what, I ain't complaining. I'm not complaining about that whatsoever. I know I'm not going to use this shade to highlight with, so I'm going to take that and use it as a transition shade. Alright, this is probably a little bit bigger brush than I want to go for, but I can't find the one I usually do. Actually, that's a lie, I can't. It's sitting on my sink, dirty, needed to wash, because oh my gosh, the other day I dropped my brushes and it was like a horror film. It literally like bounced off the rim of the toilet but did not go in, and I would have cried because it was one of my like favorite brushes ever. So they need to be washed and sanitized. But so far I'm liking it. You know, it just brings that subtle sort of transition. But oh my gosh, this brush is too big. I love sponge tip applicators because I feel like it's the equivalent of using your finger to apply a shade to your lid, except without putting your fingers into the shadow. So I am going to, what do I want to use for the corner? I'm going to do it. I'm going to use this brown shade right here. I don't really want to. I have confession. I do not like brown shadows all that much. I love color, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Okay, so that is blended beautifully. I love it. Ooh, look at that. That is blended really nice. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take this blue shade, because how could you use this palette without using this blue shade? Ooh, that's sparkly. It looks good in the light, but it's kind of lacking something. So I'm just gonna go in again, spray my brush with it, and nothing. I mean, I don't want to say nothing because obviously something's there, but yeah, I'm not getting that pizzazz I was hoping for. That blue. Look pigmented, but it's starting to get muddy when you blend it out. And take this peach shade, or is it peach? I don't know. Coral peach. Just go back in to my lid. Oh, okay. Well, that color's nice. Guys, my highlight brush also fell, so we're gonna have to make do with what I got in here. So I'm gonna take this shade and put it as my highlight. Whoa, got way too much on there. Where'd it go? No, I think it got too little on there. Whoa, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I added way too much. Ooh. Tell you what though, she pigmented. This look is not at all what I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be like cute tropical vibes, and it's just like mud. It is not tropical. It's like rain and mud mixed together. Oh, I hate that. All right, so I'm gonna do that same brush, and I'm gonna line my lower eyes with this beautiful plum shade. Oh god, that color looks horrendous on me. I'm gonna add a little bit of this shimmer to it to make it look less terrible, because I do not like that, how it came out. I'm gonna go in my inner corners. Since I've already made a mess out of this look, I'm just gonna go in with this gold shade right here and just add a little bit of that to the middle of the lids. Because why not? Let's use every shade in this palette. It looks good as like a lid topper. Here are the swatches. In the light, that blue shade looks stunning, but I'm telling you, on the eye, it was a disappointment. The other shimmers, I didn't have an issue with them. I thought they were pretty good. The mattes I thought were pretty good. This yellow gold shade right here is very sheer, but very sparkly, so I do think it's meant to be a lid topper. This nude shade that you can't even see on my skin tone is non-existent, but again, does not bother me because I look for shades like this in palettes because I find them to be useful to me. And that's another shimmer shade, pretty good. And these are going to be your two highlighters. Again, there are flecks of glitter in both of them, so if you don't like glittery highlighters, then you probably won't like these. I mean, I do have to be honest, the shades all felt buttery soft on my fingers, so no complaint there. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in with that highlighter and apply it to my face. I'm not quite sure if this was a highlighter brush, but this was the first thing I could find, so a highlighter brush it's gonna be. Now I am applying it to my bare face because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't feel like doing a full face of makeup, and I'm comfortable enough with my skin, my red skin, to be on camera. So you know what? If you don't like it, you don't have to watch. Okay. I mean, I think I went a little thick with the brush, but that's a nice highlighter. This brush is out of control. What kind of brush is this? I mean, I like that highlighter. It makes my skin look wet and dewy. At least on the camera it does. So, here are my thoughts on the collection. Is it worth $24? Hell no. I'm gonna be honest. This, like I said, this kind of shade, although very pretty, is a dime a dozen. This palette, if you want to get it for the blue shade, don't. Like, the other shades in here are decent, I'm not gonna lie. The rest of them I thought were pretty good. They seemed like they blended out all right. Even this highlight shade was not bad, but you could get pretty much the same color scheme. See, a lot of similar shades from ColourPop with their Mar palette, and it's gonna be so much cheaper. I think it's like $12 for this versus $24 for this whole kit, so like half the price, and it comes with a mirror. Like, literally, like, there's a lot of similar shades, so honestly, I would pass. I'm not saying it's a bad palette. That blue shade was a definite disappointment, but I'm gonna be honest, for a drugstore palette, it's kind of expensive, especially when you can get like the same thing for half the price. I don't know. It's not terrible, but you could get better for less is my point. So, my battery's flashing. I'm getting nervous that my camera's going to turn off any second. So I'm going to end the video here. Bye. Be sure to subscribe. Tell me what kind of brush this is if you know, because it looks like a highlight brush, but it's like overly massive. I don't like it.